My presentation. Yes, it is. Oh, thank you. So, welcome to this meeting. Welcome everybody online as well. We have a full day of openEHR and anything that has to do with it. Looking forward to that. I'm Wouter Zanen. I'm chair of the Dutch openEHR Foundation. We're doing actually every presentation in English because we have a lot of international guests, so let me explain that. Today's theme is actually taking control of your healthcare information, and we'll see that in the broader sense of the word, but it mainly means that we think that caregivers, patients should be more in control of their data. Definitely when you think about new developments like AI and machine learning and for research purposes as well. We have a lot of speakers lined up, but I first want to introduce openEHR-NL, what we're doing. Well, we're spreading the knowledge of openEHR. This is one of those events that we organize. And we're trying to adapt the openEHR to the Dutch market. One of the examples that we're working on is taking the HSIM or ZIPs and making openEHR archetypes and templates from that, so that can be used fairly easily for the Dutch market. It's something that we're developing, and we have a couple of partners that have supported us for the last 2 years already that we exist. Let's go 24, a mental health care EPR, patient records developer, and NADAP, which is actually a very broad technology company, but they're also involved in healthcare. And we recently started working with online department to improve our media presence. But more on that later. Then the sponsors for today, we want to introduce that as well. And we probably go this way. The pointer is not working. Can you click further? It's not on, I think. Sorry. I need to put it on. That's smart. First of all, again, Code 24, we're very happy that they're sponsoring us. Martin is sitting somewhere in the back. Martin Vermeer is the general director, so if you want to speak to him. Quick notes. Then we have Chipper, Better. They are a platform developer in the openEHR space, one of the biggest, I might say, maybe the biggest. And Diana and Angie are sitting. Well, Diana is sitting there. Angie, I don't see you right now. Oh, you're standing there. Yeah. You didn't abide by the rules sitting down. Right. Very good. And we have a couple of extra sponsors, OpenLine Parsec, sponsoring us as well. A couple of people from OpenLine probably here. Yeah, they're in the back as well. Yeah, let me just take you quickly through the agenda, and then we'll get started with Electromode's keynote. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. Then we have a session on cooperation between people and organizations. Later, we'll have a lunch break, which is quite important, I suppose. Lunch is actually served right there. And if you want to take coffee or anything else, you probably noticed already it's in the back green wall. You can take coffee. For the listeners at home, you have to walk to your own coffee machine. And then we have a session on taking control of information, which is sponsored by Vita Group. There's somewhere here as well. Yeah, right there. And another break in a session which is sponsored by NADAP about transitioning. And then we have a closing keynote from Lemco Dienhuis at 4. And the drinks and sponsors later on by the. So that's all the sponsors for today. So don't mind up on that. Yeah, and I think we'll probably try to squeeze in a small break before a sanitary break before lunch around 11:30, I think. So this is just, you know, but that depends on the speakers a little bit.